Welcome back, everybody, to the NBA 2K24 Pittsburgh Force chapter here in this MyNBA expansion franchise. We're going to jump into year 3 here in a moment against the LA Lakers on opening night. It comes on the road in Los Angeles. Jimmy Thomas has improved a little bit in terms of his offensive skills, but he's coming off a really solid about 24 points per game season. Wilson Towns will be a similar player as to he was these last couple of years, but Homer Castro had some of the best development on the entire team, going up to an 83 overall, gaining 5 badges, including getting box out beats, which will help him out in terms of rebounding. He goes up to A+. He's a better inside scorer, a better mid-range shooter, and should be a way better player overall this year, which is why he will start over new signing Mark Law, who signed a 3-year, $71 million contract. He will be our big minute bench player, so expect him and Castro to give us some lockdown defense and some pretty good rebounding as well. We'll also bring Keon Malone off the bench as he enters his final year on his contract, 1 year, $26 million. But then we got to talk about another signing that we made in this past offseason, AJ Griffin. He's 31 years old now, but he's going to be our starting small forward over Clint Hardy, who also did develop pretty well in the offseason, but he comes in as probably our best outside defender alongside Wilson Towns. Outside defense is still kind of a concern for me heading into this year, but hopefully these two guys can step up when they're in the game. Then we got Dustin Person, the former 2nd overall pick, entering his 2nd year as a player on this team. He's now 22 years old, but he goes up by 4 overall points. He's a better shooter across the board. He got 3 more badges. He's a better inside defender, a better rebounder, a higher IQ, and he still has the A- potential, as does Homer Castro and Jimmy Thomas and Wilson Towns. So hopefully all these guys can reach those ceilings, but it might not be easy for every single player to get up to that point. Then you had a final player, Clint Hardy, also developed very well. He gained 2 more badges when he had none last year. He comes in as a better 3-point shooter, a better mid-range shooter, and I think a better outside defender as well. Hopefully he can just give us some consistent shooting off the bench alongside our first-round pick, Jesse Park, who will get some playing time because he comes in with 4 badges, all related to offense and shooting. And I think with A+ 3-point, he could be a really big boost to our bench when our bench last year was last place in terms of points per game. But that is not all. Because we have a really strong backcourt, I feel like we can rock the Warriors playbook for now and see if this works better for us than the Grizzlies one did, because we never really found our footing with that playbook, and I feel like we just weren't getting open looks on a game-by-game basis with that playbook. So hopefully this one will be a different story. I've already gone through and adjusted some of the play priorities for a couple of players. I'm going to keep Jimmy Thomas the same that he was on because he was fantastic last season, a couple of big 40-point games. I did, though, up Castro's stuff to post up low and cutter. Those are new additions for him coming off last season. Keon Malone stays the same for his priorities. And for Person, I think we're going to keep his where they were because he had a couple of really nice games last year. And I think with hopefully a better playbook and just a better overall profile for him, he will be just better regardless of the plays being called. We'll keep Wilson Towns the same because his 3-pointers are still kind of back and forth in terms of his consistency. And then for Jesse Park, we'll go with 3-pointers, then mid-range, then P on our wing, and then isolation. And then for Mark Law, he'll have pretty much the same as Castro with P on a roll man and then post up low. And then AJ Griffin, this guy's a great 3-point shooter, so obviously got to get him involved from behind the arc. That's going to be our goal for him. But also get some downhill action off these handoffs and some mid-range and cutting plays too. Clint Hardy will pretty much stay where he was at last year. He had a couple of really nice plays, but was not really touching the ball too much as a starter. And last but not least, I have updated our uniforms. The logos have changed in terms of the team lettering. So now we got Force on the home ones, which matches most NBA teams. And we have Pittsburgh on the away uniforms going into this year. But we're going to keep the black uniforms because these ones just look really nice. Without further ado, folks, here we go in Year 3 opening nights with the Pittsburgh Force. Coming off a 38-44 season, hoping to finally finish above 500 and hopefully make a push for the playoffs. That is the goal, that is the expectation for this team this season. And tip-off is officially underway. The tip is won by Fidel Nunez, the starting center for the LA Lakers. They will start with the ball here on their home court at Crypto.com Arena. Gill with it. He'll fire the first shot of the game, and it's good off the back iron from downtown. Towns all the way to the rim. Bucket and foul on the other end. A lane opened up, and Carlton Posey is called for his first foul this season. The free throw is also good from Towns. I am going to hope that we get some better free throw shooting from him and the rest of our team. But that was still one of the weakest parts of the offense last year. Hopefully we're just better there in that area this year. But who really knows until we get further into this season. The shot is up and good, and it's 5-3 Lakers. Screen comes over. Towns shuffles it back. Person on the board with his first shot of the season. Jalen Hood-Schifino a few feet inside the arc with the first miss of the ball game. Time winding down. Top of the key. Person drills it. He's got 5. And that's going to be a turnover. Out of bounds off of Quincy Gill. And the Force take over. First touch for A.J. Griffin. And his first bucket is up and good. Hot start on the offensive end. We have not missed a shot yet. Love that. Good penetration by Hood-Schifino. His fadeaway shot's no good. He's now 0 for 2. Screens come up. Thomas back to Towns. Shot clock under 5. Low block. And too strong off the window from Homer Castro. Pretty good defense, though, by Nunez. Approaching 0 on the clock. Bird just passed up the open 3, and that was a mistake. Person boxes out Nunez for the board. The launch. And the miss from Jimmy Thomas. Top of the key. And now 0 for 3 from the field is Jalen Hood-Schifino. Lob for Thomas, the one-handed jam. Rocking the rim off the fantastic alley-oop pass from Wilson Towns. I love when this backcourt links up and the offense is looking great so far in these first 4 minutes. Timeout Los Angeles. Isolation here against A.J. Griffin. That's slept in the corner. Back to Bird. His 3. No good. Around the corner screen. The triple offline again for Jimmy Thomas. Pretty well contested. All the way. And the pull-up. No good from Quincy Gill. Nice spin move. Castro tries to reverse it, lays it in. Oh, we got to see this guy on offense cook like that. Come on, man. That was awesome. Timeout Lakers again. It's 14-5 Pittsburgh. The Lakers offense struggling so far here in this one. And so is Hood-Schifino. I think he's 0 for 5 now from the field. Slow start. Thomas rises. Now he is still scoreless, so got to get him on track here too if we can. Then we are going to start cooking across the board here. He pulls down the rebound on the other end, and we get it back, still up by 9 points. Halfway through this first quarter. Griffin from the elbow. Can't knock down the jump shot. But Towns steals it back, and now Hood-Schifino's cold. All the way up ahead, it's Homer Castro to rock the rim. Everybody besides Jimmy Thomas getting involved so far in this one. The switch. Griffin can't stop the layup. And he's on the board for the first time with Hood-Schifino. Timeout, Pittsburgh. Towns, baseline drive. It's just too easy for him right now. The offense cannot be stopped. Inside feed, and the layup is allowed by rookie first-round pick Jesse Park, who was just checking the ball game. He'll get the corner feed. His first shot is good. Jesse Park drills the corner triple off the A.J. Griffin assist. Screen comes up. Downhill, Hood-Schifino had that one deflected by Griffin. Mark Laws now in the game in place of Castro. It's left outside. Deep three. Off the glass and good from Dustin Person. He is yet to miss a shot, and we've got 24 points to their 9. Posey sets the screen. Bird fires the 3, but is unable to respond. Clint Hardy checks in for the first time this season. Towns and Person, the lone starter, still in as Law drives and draws the foul. And Nunez does not like the call at all. Can he knock down these free throws? We saw him was like a 68%, 70 or so percent free throw shooter. Not as good as Buford is in terms of us trying to sign those 2 free agents, but we got one of them. The guy that was a little bit worse at the line, he goes 1 for 2, as Dunleavy on the other side is going to have his chance for some charity stripe points. And that will get the Lakers to 10 points finally with just over 3 to play here in the quarter. He goes 2 for 2. Inside feed. Law lays it in. And right now, we've got to be shooting like 80%, man. This is wild. Loving this start for us, both on offense and defense. Behind the arc. Hood-Schifino lets it fly, but can't connect. Good play designs here, all the way over the top. This time, Law can't finish, thanks to some solid interior defense by LA. 11 boards for us, 7 for the Lakers so far in this one, as they trail by 16 points. Dunleavy misses the 3. Under 5 on the clock. Wilson Towns misses the trifecta. Luther Gilmore coughs it up on the other end. It's a steal for Keon Malone. Mismatch down low for him now, too. He's calling for it. Over Gilmore. Yes. The jump shot. No, it's a pass to Dunleavy. It's blocked by Law. Showing off what he can do on defense. He goes the other way and has it rejected by Peters. Out of the corner. Mid-range jumper. No good from Price. That was a wide open look, too. Back to Law inside. Couple of pump fakes and a nice little finger roll layup. We lead by 20. We are blowing these fools out on their home court. Last play of the first quarter. Price gets downhill. Picks up his dribble. The shot is no good from Dunleavy. We just put up 31 and held them to 11. You cannot ask for a better start. 20-point lead for the Pittsburgh Force. This team looks a little bit different this season. Second quarter begins as we turn the ball over off a pretty unideal pass. In the corner, it's inbounded and blocked by Wilson Towns. He makes up for the turnover. Pass up to Clint Hardy. His three won't drop in. Quick screen, quick shot. Price on the board for LA. I'm recording this right as Shams of all people just announced that Biden has dropped out of the race for president. Like, how is Shams the guy breaking that? I don't know, but that is crazy. The three offline from Luther Gilmore. I think he is still scoreless here in this game. AJ Griffin and Jimmy Thomas back in for the Force. Elvin Harrison in for the first time, I think, with Wilson Towns taking a breather. They'll look at the feed from Keon Malone. Time under 5. Castro on the one-legged fade. No good off the window. Uh-oh. Corner player's open. It's Quincy Gill. Pretty poor help defense by Jimmy Thomas. Castro spins again, but this time he lost it. It's going to be a turnover. Gill fakes the other way and slashes inside for the hoop and the harm. LA trying to get back in this game here early in this second quarter. Thomas fakes, throws it up, and in and out. Quick shot, blocked by Castro. That's now 2 blocks on Luther Gilmore shot attempts. Now Castro's calling for it. A mismatch on Gilmore. He fades away, but misses it. Just got to back him down next time and take a smarter shot. Gill shuffles it back to Dunleavy. It's an 11-point game. It's fed inside after a bobbled pass, and Griffin can't hang on. Too many turnovers here early in this quarter have allowed them back in this ball game. Gilmore spins, but has it blocked for a third time. This time it's Malone with the rejection. Thomas the other way, backing down Gilmore off the glass, just a little bit too much on that one. He's now 1 for 6. Rice. No good over AJ Griffin. Castro pulls down the rebound. Harrison attacks and hits the one-handed floater. Under 8 to play here in the first half. Gilmore hits the shot for the charity stripe. The Force call timeout, leading 35-24. Person back in the game. His first shot is up and out. They also brought Jesse Park and Mark Law back in as well. That was Person's first miss, I think, from the field here in this one. He's been very efficient so far as Nunez's layup goes a bit wayward. Mismatch for Law. I want to attack this. He's got Quincy Gill on him, but he passes it up. Towns has to create. No good. Jump shots is good despite the shot contest. And we're going to turn the ball over after a bad screen from Person. That's what, number 4 already here in the quarter? Ochefino with the crossover and the driving take all the way to the rim. Despite shooting 34%, they're back within 7 points. Nice little flare out. Open look for Wilson Towns. He drills the triple. It's left for Bird. He steps into a 3 and misses it once again. Hardy on the other end. Gets baseline. Throws it up and in with the left hand. Behind the back. And now off the screen. Back to Nunez. Nice couple of moves there by Ochefino to get his teammate to the charity line. The front end for Nunez is no good, just rimming out barely. And the back end is also out. And Contested three, offline from the rookie. He's now 1 for 2 from the field. And a 4.5 to play now until halftime. Gilmore just put Wilson Towns on skates, but did not take advantage. Good Lord. Nice defense here by Jesse Park. A step back three is no good from Hochefino, and the Lakers are still kind of not on track offensively. Towns left open. The mid-range jumper is good. Off the screen, Bird has a clean look at a long-range two. It's in there. 12-point game. Both offenses slowing down here in this quarter, or at least ours is. Theirs has been playing better, but let's get back on track and close this quarter strong. All right, team, let's get Jimmy Thomas more involved here. He's only 1 shot make so far in this first half. If we can get on track, we're going to break this game wide open again. Number 5 on the clock. Person dumps it outside. Harrison does not have a clean look. Screen comes up for Gilmore. He rises and hits the three. Nothing but nylon. It's back within 10. Thomas fakes out Hochefino, but is too strong off the glass. He's now like 1 for 7. Not what you would expect from him. Bird. Inside, back to Nunez. Lakers picking up some steam. Thomas crosses. Catch and shoots. Back on the board. Dumped inside and blocked by Dustin Person. Fast break. Whoa, right down the lane. Great feed right there by Jimmy Thomas. We're back up by 11. Under 2 to go. Bird back to Nunez. He spins, throws it up, and Law boxes out for the rebound after some great on-ball defense. Hardy finds some room, but misfires on that mid-range jump shot. Off the screen, Bird has a mismatch. The floater is up and good. Downhill, Harrison leaves it for Hardy, and that's going to be a shooting foul. A pretty early whistle on that shot. But free throws for Clint Hardy. He's like a 73 or 75% free throw shooter, at least he was last year. The first one is up and good as Homer Castro's back in, and Hardy goes 1 for 2. Time counting down for the Lakers. Bird trying to create his own shot. That's a really nice play. 40 seconds left here in the first half. Only scored 16 points so far here in the quarter. Not our best after a really strong first. Thomas, good penetration, and he's going to draw another foul. Going to put us in the bonus in this last half minutes. First free throw is up and good. He played every game last year, by the way, all 82. Started every single one. The free throws were both good. Back to Francis. His jumper's off. We can finish this quarter with over 50 points. Let's go ahead and do it. I don't want sub 50 here in the first half after 31 points in the first quarter. Harrison leaves it for Person. There's space, and the shot is good. What a first half for Person. It's a 13-point lead for the Pittsburgh Force, but still plenty of basketball left. The third quarter begins. Pittsburgh in possession. AJ Griffin back in after a long stint on the bench, and Thomas is finally, hopefully catching fire here to open the second half. That was his first 3 of the game and the year, by the way. Posey has to launch. In and out. Shot clock winding down. There's a man left open, but Wilson Towns can't make him pay for it. It's dumped inside the paint. Now back out. Nunez the screen. Gill, well defended. No good. And that's going to be a loose ball foul on Carlton Posey, his 4th foul of the game. He will check out in foul trouble. Off the screen, a foot inside the arc. The mid-range jumper is good from Towns to give us an 18-point lead. Towns now has a plus 25 plus minus. He is playing some great basketball as they will once again turn the ball over off a bad Dunleavy screen. Little pick and roll. Castro, a spinning jam. He throws it down. And we are back up by 20 points. Got to keep this up. Off the screen. Bird lost it. Stolen by Towns. What a game he has had so far. A couple of blocks and steals and like 14 points on 6 for 9 shooting so far. He's playing great on both ends. He gets to the rim and is going to draw the foul on Bird. Already number 3 on the Lakers here in the quarter. 2 away from putting us in the bonus. The first free throw is up and good. Towns. 1 and 1. Downhill. Dumped outside. The shot is good despite the shot contest. Towns penetrates again. More free throws coming up. He just keeps going right to the rim, and it's working right now for him. The front end is once again good. The back end is also in. Timeout, Lakers. Back inside to Nunez. Castro gets there for the block, but he gets it right back and puts it in for 2. Baseline. Open look. AJ Griffin's not going to miss the open jumpers. Just trying to set the tone for the rest of this year right now here on opening night. And so far, I like what I'm seeing. Contested triple. No good from Hochefino. I'm counting down. Thomas fakes his defender out, but can't knock down the jump shot. He's been cold most of this game. And it's going to be a foul against A.J. Griffin to put Wesley Bird at the line for 2. The front end is good. And he goes 2 for 2. 5 minutes gone here in this second half. Open look. Person is just knocking down all the open threes that he's had so far. I think he's missed only 1 or 2 shots in total this game. Just keep feeding him the rock, and he will make the Lakers pay for it. Just pretty much like a repeat performance of that first quarter, but Gill finally laces one from deep, trying to get his team back on track. He takes him off the dribble, and Towns slips inside for 2. He's been great across the entire court, 64% from the field. Bird hands it off to Dunleavy out of a shot. Nice play. Timeout, Pittsburgh up 50-69. Double screens come up. Downhill. The spin move. And the shot, I'm surprised he missed it. Off the screen. Good defense here by Park once again on Gill. Another contested jumper. Law with it. Going to work against Wesley Bird. It's too easy. We got 71. All the way to the rack, but left it short did Quincy Gill. And Park pulls down the rebounds. Now a screen comes up. Person will fire himself. It's good. He just can't seem to miss. Baseline, the crossover, and the foul called against Wilson Towns. That'll put Hutchefino at the line for 2. And just like Jimmy Thomas, he played every game for his squad last season. 15 points per. The free throws are both good. Oh, pick and roll. Law gets the feed. Tries to readjust, but Peters has been playing some solid inside defense for LA here in this one. He gets the open look, but misses the mid-range shot. Dunleavy pulls it down and puts it in. Open inside the paint, a behind the back pass from Wilson Towns. A no-look, no less. Beautiful stuff. He's been doing everything for us. Quick 3 for Luther Gilmore. He's only hit a couple of them so far and has been blocked 3 different times by 3 different players. 2 and change to play here in this third quarter. Clint Hardy trying to get more involved offensively. Malone has some room to fire. His 3 is off the mark. Look at Park's defense right here. Pretty good, and he also boxes out for the rebounds. Liking his play style so far. He's not really forcing any shots, and he's playing some good defense as Wilson Towns continues to nail his jumpers. Uh-oh, Towns left open, foot on the line. He's got 23. Arc, couple of crossover moves. Towns not on the same page with Mark Law, trying to lob it up for him. Last play here of the quarter. Dunleavy can't lay it in. The Force lead at 79 to only 56 for the Lakers. We lead by 23 with a quarter left to play. $12 minutes left to go here in this one. Lakers out of the game, obviously, but I want to see some more of this team before we wrap things up here in this episode. That shot's up and good from Gilmore. And we turn the ball over. Jimmy Thomas with a bad screen. He has had a pretty off day comparable to most of his games last season. Step back 3. Price nails it. Gill leaves it for Price. 2 in a row behind the arc. Up to Peters. In the corner, it's Gilmore. Another 3, and maybe the game is not exactly over. All the way up ahead. Law gets to it. Nobody to beat. He's all alone. No more open 3s, guys, okay? Peters, the left-hander, no good. Mark Law's got 13 points and a couple of nice defensive plays here, too. That one included. In the corner, it's Clint Hardy attacking the rim, the hoop, and the harm. The foul comes against Price. The free throw caps off the 3-point play. We got Melvin Harrison back in, along with Person, Law, Hardy, and A.J. Griffin. Back to Law. He's got 15 points. Not much of a Lake show here in this one. They have still yet to reach 70 points. That shot's no good. Tom counting down for LA. Gill has to create. He got it. Nice cut by Harrison and a better feed there by Clint Hardy for the assist. From downtown, no, it's a pass instead. Peters can't readjust enough to finish the play. Person playing some solid interior defense as expected. Harrison with the blow by, but then he got blocked by Peters. Up to Francis for 2 on the other end. The screen from Griffin. Hardy freed up, and he nails it. Open look. Wesley Bird back on the board. Corner 3, plenty of space. A.J. Griffin in and out. Bird tries another one. This 3 is offline though. A 91-74 score. Under 6 to play here in this fourth quarter. Just trying to hold on to this lead and hopefully add on to before this game is all said and done. Harrison nearly got the bucket to go. He's got a couple of free throw shots. The first of which is up and good. Castro and Thomas back in for the Force. Harrison 2 for 2. Gill fouled on the 3. It almost dropped in. He's got 3 charity stripe shots to get him to probably 20 points on the night if he hits all 3. First 2 are both up and good. And Gill goes perfect at the line. Thomas attacks the rim and draws the foul on Gill. Number 3 on the Lakers. Fans not happy with the call. He's finally got 10 points. But it has been a day to forget for Jimmy Thomas. He's usually pretty good here on opening night, but not so much here in year 3. Corner, open look for Carlton Posey, and he has been off the court most of this game because of foul trouble. He's had pretty much no impact. Nice pump fake. Griffin throws it up and in. Pick and roll. The pull-up shot is up and good from Quincy Gill. He's probably been their best player overall, but after kind of a poor shooting first half, he's picked things up here in the fourth quarter and has kind of bounced back. Jimmy Thomas trying to find a lane here against Gill, but he lost his dribble. Got to find a shot here. Open 3. Thomas finally nails one. And he steals the ball on the other end. 2 men to beat. Great pass to Castro. He left it too strong and then got blocked on the second attempt. Nice cut by Thomas. Readjusting at the rim. That mid-air body control is something else. Top of the key. Another 3 drops in for Quincy Gill. Open look this time. Thomas with, I want to say 15 or 17 points now. Trying to close this game on a decent note. And after all of that, the Pittsburgh Force earn a very dominant 20-point victory here to open our 3rd season with this organization. Exciting start to our year. Let's keep this up the rest of the way. Got to start this year strong, unlike years 1 and 2. That is the key to getting into the playoffs, I think. 27 points for Quincy Gill in this losing effort. Wesley Bird drops 14 points on 15 shots. Nobody really shot too well for them besides Quincy Gill. Meanwhile, Wilson Towns, a double-double with 23 points and 10 assists here on 9 for 16 shooting. Jimmy Thomas actually closed the game, not too horribly. He ends with 18 points on 6 for 16 shooting, but how about Dustin Personer in this one? He might be the star of this show alongside Wilson Towns with a 16 and 17 performance, a massive double-double. Towns had 3 steals. We had 7 total blocks. 2 of those belonged to Homer Castro, who is not great offensively. Was hoping for some more from him, but not going to complain here. Mark Law was pretty darn good, though, scoring at the rim at 7 for 11 here in this one. Clint Hardy was pretty solid, 9, 4, and 5. Nobody played poorly for us, I think, besides Jimmy Thomas for most of it, but we got the win, shooting over 50% and just below 40% from behind the arc. Pretty solid on free throws too. No complaints there. Really solid game right here. We outboarded them by like, I want to say 8 or 9 in this game. So pretty good stuff right there too. I will take the win. If you guys would not mind, please do like the video and subscribe if you are new, and leave your feedback down below on this opening night performance and what you expect this team to accomplish the rest of the way. And what game do you guys want to see next on our schedule? We got a couple of road games down here in the middle part of November. We got the Neptunes on the 26th of November. We've got Portland here on the 21st. We got Cleveland here on the 1st and the 6th of November. So a couple of options here. Who do you guys want to face? Do you guys want to see Jerome Vaughn once again on the 10th of November in a home game? It's up to y'all. But that's going to do it here for me, folks. We will get into some simming and some more action next time around. Again, please like the video, comment below, and I will see you guys next time around. Have a great day.